Have you ever wanted to know about the future, love, dreams, money,
sex and bodies?
Well, then you're in luck because we read tarot cards.
And we do it seriously.
We know we're being funny, but it's real. Real magic.
We used to be an Instagram live show.
And then a live show in front of an audience.
Yay! And now, a podcast.
So sit back, relax, and trust the process.
Welcome to The Tarot Show. I'm Dickie Copeland.
And I'm Hannah Garces.
Welcome to The Tarot Show. Today we are doing a deep dive on the Three of Wands.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. How you doing, Han?
I'm okay. How are you?
You know, I listened to our episodes a couple of times because I edit them. Mm-hmm. And 2 episodes ago, I was like, damn, what a sad sack. And then last episode, I was like, she overcorrected and was like, I'm fine. So I was thinking about what I was going to say today. And I was like, I'm going to start looking at it in an opposite of Three of Wands way, but just sort of the small things, right? And the best thing about today so far, Han, we got to hang out while we studied for this card and watched, of course, Real Housewives of Orange County. We're wrapping up season 8.
Love it.
I got to dress like a French actress today.
So cute.
In our try to stay cool clothing. It's very, very sleepy time wear. And, you know, today's one of those days where I'm like, I do think, especially because we're doing the Three of Wands, it's like a nice little manifestation practice of like welcoming abundance in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Making it frickin' happen.
Yeah.
What if I brought Frick back?
Frick.
What the frick?
What the frickin' frick?
I feel like it's very like little sister, which is not really my energy, but
No.
maybe it's kind of chic now.
You know, and if that's what you need right now, I'll support that.
I'm going to embrace my inner little sister. She's hiding.
She's hiding. She's going to pop out and scare you.
What the frick? Because you're always certain your mom's going to hear you. So you never say fuck. Anyways, that's how I'm doing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Fozzie Bear was in Chicago. That was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you worked a ton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling a little, I'm tired.
I know. And I'm just going to point it out for the listeners. You're recording on your day off. It's your Saturday.
No, whatever. Who cares?
She said, I don't give a frick.
I don't give a frickin' frick about it. You mother fricker.
You frick nut. I was saying to you that I think we should get to a place with the tarot show where hopefully you can only take the bartending shifts and not have to work the little cafe.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry, I've said 70 times. I'm offering nothing to the...
I'm only hearing positive reinforcement.
I'm just, I don't know. You know, sometimes like you're feeling it. Sometimes you're just not.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to be here with all of you, but it's a little tough today. But that's fine. We're gonna get this together.
And that's the beauty of 2 of us. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll drive and I'll be the Tom Sandoval and you could be the Tom Schwartz in the little car.
I think I usually am, but I like it. Passenger princess. I'm happy to be here. Ow.
Yeah, because then we get princess parking.
Mm-hmm. Princess parking.
No, I like it because I want everyone to appreciate it's not the struggle, but just it's the mountain that you did climb to be here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you, Han.
Idiot. Thanks, Dickie.
Did you say idiot?
Yeah. Who? Okay.
I'm listening.
I was about to be like, who's gonna listen to this? But
as I literally said, I'm listening.
I'm listening. Yes. So I just need to stop. I'm letting the intrusive thoughts win. And it's just one thought. And it's, yeah.
Our friend Casey, friend of the pod, was telling me that sometimes when she thinks like a bad thought, like, oh, especially if it's like something with like her child, she out loud says, no.
I love her. Genius.
I know. It's so funny.
Nope.
Just like driving along and just going, no. I might adopt that. It does feel like warding it off in a way. No.
Yeah, you do sometimes have to address those things directly.
I asked her, when you think a good thought, do you say, yes? She was like, I'm going to.
Yeah, that's smart.
I know. Start telling the universe what we want. So you saying yeah is actually good.
Yeah. What's going on? I've been taking my Zoloft regularly and everything.
Well, the astrology is particularly crunchy.
It is very crunchy, and Mercury stuff does fuck with me heavy.
Yeah, can you speak on that a little bit? I sort of pick it up. It's a secondhand language for me, you know, and I'm like, I know it was a super blue moon.
Right.
In Aquarius, full moon.
Aquarius.
And then is Mercury about to end its retrograde?
Retrograde.
Mercury gonna not be so mean to me, what the frick?
Mom, Mercury's hurting me.
My Mercury pushed me in the toilet.
Oh, God. There was I don't know. There's a lot going on. There was the super blue moon in Aquarius, and then a Mercury Kazemi, which in theory should be a nice thing. But I think because Mercury was retrograde, and it's just like a lot going on. And a full moon is also about like illumination, and Aquarius is a sign about community and new. So it's like, it's nice, good things kind of illuminating what's going wrong. Illuminating the growth edges.
Yeah.
To put it a little more diplomatically. So it's needed and it's good, but it's, like you said, it's crunchy.
Dude, it came and swept my life away. Yeah, no bones about it. It was like, actually, your whole day will be different now. Bam. It was like, bye. We're in Cancer season, and you think of the good things of that. In Leo season, all the stuff happening in August, oh, the nice things. But then when you kind of think about like when the astrology is pretty crunchy and it comes with, you know, the Cancer parts of you're really going to feel this deeply. And then the Leo part of everyone's going to know.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Like,
wow.
Yeah, I felt that. I've never really thought about looking at the seasons being all aspects of it.
Yeah, exactly. And this, like, we are still, you know, coming to the end of Leo season with the full moon. It's like the lights are on for better or for worse.
Oh, God, like having sex with the lights on.
Mm-hmm.
I would curse that. It's not for me.
But what if it's with someone super hot?
Like me?
Oh, yeah. Or you feel self-conscious.
Yeah, I think it's about feeling I just, I'm a Cancer. I like the romance of it. And sometimes too, I think like full lights on is a little, you know, you're really looking in the whites of each other's eyes. And I'm not sure I want to be that present.
Mm-hmm. This makes a lot of sense.
I think I inhabit too much of a character also when I'm with like a person sexually. I think I'm a little bit like, I am a French kitten now.
Yeah.
I need my lighting. Mm-hmm. It's all theater.
Okay.
And please do not let your phone ring in the middle of the performance. Silence your phones.
Silence your phones.
Yeah. But I appreciate you having a different point of view on that.
Yeah, I think I'm a little more, I like the varied experience. Sometimes you want it with lights on. Sometimes you want it dark.
Yeah.
Sometimes you in the mornings, you know, it's different, you know.
Yeah.
Switching it up.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. I guess I mean, not that it's not. I think maybe everything is performative all the time for everyone. But maybe my performance is just performance art.
Cool.
Like maybe like I'm in it. Like you're on the screen.
Yes.
And I'm in the museum.
Oh, who's the lady that stared at everyone's eyes?
Marina Abramovich.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that actually.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel something in the air?
Yes, it was crazy.
Wow.
She is incredible.
Can you take a moment to describe it for me, please?
Yes. So this was, I believe, 2010. I was in New York.
Cool.
For a college thing, for like a journalism, like advertising school. Like we went to saw all the agencies and blah, 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 whatever. So I went to, oh God, was it the Met? I forgot what museum it was. But I just walked in and it was just this big open room. And she was sitting there. There was like a square almost like painted on the floor. In this big white room with like concrete floors, and she was just sitting there, a chair in front of her, and you just waited in this long line, and you could sit with her for as long or as short amount of time as you wanted. And
did you sit with her?
I didn't. The line was too long.
Yeah.
But so I wish I could have done that, but just getting to see it and getting to see her in person was really incredible, you know.
Yeah.
Because she, you know, is such an icon of performance art. Like she is that girl. If you're not familiar with her, her partner was, what's his name, Ule something, whatever. But they had a thing where they made this giant like bow and arrow, and they just like stood there with it pulled with the arrow pointing to her. So if either of them let go at any moment, it would impale her.
Oh my God.
That was a crazy thing. And then when they when they broke up and when they stopped being like collaborators, they did a thing where they started on opposite ends of the Great Wall of China and walked towards each other. And hugged in the middle, and then it was done. And then I wasn't here for this day, but then he showed up to her exhibition when she was sitting there, and surprised her. And it was really cool. And they both started crying. I don't think they had really seen each other since they ended their romantic and artistic partnership.
I could not love that more.
Yeah.
That is so #mecore. Especially doing it in front of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see.
I love the art side of you, Han.
Oh my God.
I think your art side and how you know a lot about who painted this and that is very much your Virgo over your Sag sun.
Mm-hmm.
I see that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's both.
Yeah. Like
I
think
mean,
it's how
like
they blend.
Yeah, the middle of the Venn diagram.
Exactly.
For sure.
That I'm like, my bitch just knows a lot about art. It's very impressive and cool.
Thank you.
Shall we cleanse? You're looking at me like Marina right now. Yes.
Let's do it. I was nodding. Yes. Forgot about this oral medium. Well, when we start doing videos,
yeah,
I can nod.
I mean, we'll talk about it when more in the deep dive, but I do think that there's a direct correlation with the tarot show and the Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands into 4 of Wands. Mm-hmm. Although we are doing the 3 of Wands today. So yeah, let's go ahead, and we don't have to cleanse the space because we're not doing any tarot, although we did cleanse it before we started recording. I really appreciated when you did it over the Zoom recorder.
Yeah, she's been acting up a little bit.
Mercury's in retrograde. Let's honor it.
Yeah, true.
You scare me.
You're scaring me.
That's my new favorite insult to someone, is being like, she scared me. It's so rude. She scared me. It's giving #white girl. Yeah. She scared me.
She scared me.
Like the worst thing. But it's so funny how truly effective it is when you're like, you're actually scaring me. I think it's the housewives in us. It's the influence.
You're scaring me.
Okay, you're scaring me. I was trying to connect with you and like give you feedback that you don't like. You're like, you're scaring me. Oh
and God. I am scared. And also, I guess there are people out there who wish to do us harm.
And there are.
Oh
God, it's so funny.
Which is at once
all the memes.
Horrifying and flattering. I can't believe it.
Oh, it puts pep in my step. As Jessica Jardin likes to say, it fills my cup. Getting confirmation on it every once in a while too, just really, it's like it's like changing out your batteries.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I'm just still obsessed. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm a celebrity.
Get me out of here.
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
Okay, what the frick?
She's scaring me. Okay.
You are scaring me.
So we got to cleanse the space because I'm holding up an evil eye.
I know. Isn't that cool? I bought that.
I love it.
The housewives in New Jersey introduced the evil eye to me, and then I saw it a lot in Miami as well. And it's funny how prevalent it is across all of Bravo.
Yeah.
But I just like the look of it as well. The blue.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Some of the candles I've been making, I got this evil eye protection salt, that bright blue that I've been putting on the tops of the candles.
Yes.
And it's really cool. the blue is brat, even though brat is like bright green.
But blue is also brat now.
Blue's brat now. Officially. We're shifting.
Congrats, blue.
Come on down, blue. All right, so we're cleansing the space.
Now we need to cleanse our dirty little bodies with a shot.
Hand from the womb to the tomb.
Oh yeah.
Tastes like going up the stairs of the Met. I've done that once.
Cool.
Tastes like walking
Gossip
into the Gossip Girl.
Go piss girl.
Go piss girl. Tastes like walking into the Natural Art History Museum where the whale is. How cool is that?
That is so cool.
That room rules.
Makes me feel small. But in a good way.
Yeah. Like you're in a big hand.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little evil-eyed crystal in a pocket. Yeah. Well, now that we've cleansed these bods, I think it's time for blessings.
I'll start. I would like to bless the Scholastic Book Fair.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Wow, Hannah.
Have you ever met a person who wasn't stoked
No.
on the fucking Scholastic Book Fair? It didn't matter if you were a smarty, a nerd, or if you were one of the bad kids or the jocks, or it just across the board, everyone, at least in my school.
My school too?
Yeah. Stoked.
Damn.
You get a book, maybe you get a cool little poster of like a cat in a basket.
Oh, I want that.
Yeah. A cool bookmark.
Some stickers.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Also, doesn't Scholastic Book Fair come with like bake sale and stuff like kind of around it? It's sort of, it had a whole symbiosis with the rest of the parts of school that were good. Mm-hmm. You know, it was like maybe getting out of class a little early.
Yeah.
How it all smelled good, like books too. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, Han. Do you have a specific remembery? Do you have a specific remembery?
I do have a specific remembery. I have a few. They were always so fun. And I always remember my grandma, because like, you would have like the little catalog leading up to it. Yes. And so you could order them ahead of time. And, it's fucking books. So
it's fucking books.
It's fucking books. So Jean was down to splash. She's like, I feel bad for my grandkids because their dad is whacked. And my husband's dead and I have my pension. You're going to get all the books you want. So I could just go through and just like check, 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 check. It's like what I imagine like having like an Amex Black card feels like in Neiman Marcus.
Oh my God.
That's how I felt. Just like another Junie B. Jones book. Check. Another Ramona book. Yeah, I already got this one. I want a new copy.
Walking out like Pretty Woman with all the bags. Mm-hmm. That like air of like,
yes,
owned it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did you do the Babysitters Club?
I only read a couple of them.
Yeah. I read all the ones where they like went to camp.
Oh, cute. I don't think I read those.
In an earlier episode, you have been to camp and I never went to camp.
Right.
And I was like, I think there's kissing in the camp books. I was like playing my like odds, like where are the most kissing? Mm-hmm. Where's someone gonna kiss? Where's Claudia gonna get kissed?
Claudia was the best.
Yeah, she ruled. I loved reading as a kid.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
So good. One of the things we do share hugely, as Donald Trump would say.
These girls, they love to read. These books, they love these books, and Dickie, she likes more fantasy. And Hannah's more of a Hannah likes fiction too, don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong.
But Dickie loves dragons and fairies.
Open her up. Open her up. Open her mind up.
Open her mind up.
Unlock her mind. Unlock her up. That is such a good blessing, Han.
Do you have a specific memory of the book fair?
I was that child who was friends with the librarians.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was very high in the STAR program.
Of course.
I was number 2 because I just sort of genuinely was reading for the love of it. But I will remember, and like I'll give her full name because I love when kids, full names of kids you went to school with. Get a load of how great this name is.
It always hits.
Christine DeZita.
Of course.
DZIDA. Christine DeZita. She was the one to beat, man. She probably tripled my STAR points. She was number 1 by like a mile, but she was like competitive with it.
Yeah.
And me, I was just I'm looking for kisses. So I'm just burning through with that like childhood sort of like that fuel never ends. But I wasn't doing it to win star points. So I wasn't like maxing out my star points where she truly like consumed the library.
Yeah.
Where I was like more like, oh, I'm going through like a Avi phase.
Avi.
I know.
Wow.
I'm trying to read. I remember trying to read Gone with the Wind.
Oh, it's so hard.
It just frustrated me too. Even at that young age, I was like, I don't understand Scarlett. I don't understand why she would do that to Ashley. And I threw my book once. I was reading. I was like, I can't do it.
Scarlett's crazy.
I know. And so I didn't finish it because I was like, it's too much. Like, after they burned Atlanta, like, I was like, you know what? So I didn't finish it so I wouldn't get all those points. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I remember walking in the same feeling where my mom was kind of like, here's a bag, go crazy.
Yeah.
Little Miss Aquarius Rucker, whatever we're going to call Kelsey. Her Aquarius, man, she read more than I did, you know? And so she really went nuts too. You can't take her into a Barnes and Noble. She'll just sit.
You'll never see her again.
You'll never see her again. You know why? There'll be too many big piles of books and she'll be in the middle reading one already.
Freaking Matilda.
Her
Matilda ass.
You know, one of my favorite early memories of living in LA was when I was an assistant and I went to Barnes and Noble and read the Twilight books in Barnes and Noble instead of buying them.
That's always a fun reading experience.
Yeah, where you're just like you find your little chair and you're like, this is all my life is about right now.
Mm-hmm.
A couple chapters at a time, go home.
Yeah.
What an excellent blessing, Han.
Thanks.
Would you like to light the candle, I guess?
Or
more to speak on Scholastic?
Nah. I think they get it.
How about the smell of it?
Oh my God.
Maybe I'll try to figure out a candle that smells like that.
Like new book smell?
Yes. I need to write that down.
Yeah, write that down.
I'm like,
yeah, you're going to want to write that down.
looking for a pen. You have one. That Virgo ass. Okay. Yeah. New book smell. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Han. I would like to bless Big Skelly.
Oh.
Big Skelly.
Here we go.
I have been obsessed for a long time with one of those 12-foot skeletons that you get from Home Depot and they're like $300. Big Skelly is what we've been calling him, and it's the big skeleton. And I even saw this viral video, which maybe some of our listeners have seen, where a person purchased Big Skelly and put disco ball stickers all over and turned it into a giant disco ball. I just think it would be so funny sitting in the corner of our deck with like its arms propped up on each side of the fence.
Yes.
And I would like to have him looking out over the steps too sometimes. I would like to put him on the couch and take some pics. And I would really love him at our tarot shows.
Yes.
I think it'd be so funny to see him just kind of like maybe like squatting down in the corner or something.
Yeah, up over the little wall.
Yes, that's
down
an
at us.
incredible idea. Of course, he won't fit in my little Mustang, but maybe one day I'll have a truck to put Big Skelly in too. And then it'll all work out.
You're going to have Big Skelly.
That's what I'm thinking. I want to bless it so that he actually comes in the spirit of the Three of Wands. Make it happen. I can find, I know it's like now there's no money, but I got to be able to figure out $300. The problem is it's already sold out from Home Depot most places.
Right. Yeah. It's not just the cost.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. They're so hard to find, and yet I don't see enough of them around.
Who has them?
Who's hoarding them?
It feels like North Hollywood took them.
Yeah.
They have an army of Big Skellies.
They probably do.
I just love him. I think he'd be so funny at our jean party. We could put some jeans
on him.
Like a little jean skirt or something.
Cute.
Because I don't know if we could, I guess we could fit him in jeans. He's pretty skinny.
We just have to sew extra legs on the bottom.
Yeah, that's the thing. He'd be in jean shorts with regular jeans, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like he is meant to be a part of our family. Mm-hmm. And I just want to bless that into being.
I love that.
You know who would rule at the Scholastic Book Fair? Big Skelly.
Big Skelly.
Can you imagine him reading a giant book? They feel the same to me. We're in a very fall autumnal.
Very true.
And I have been laughing at the brat summer turning into demure fall.
Oh, I know.
Although I do think demure might be burning fast and bright and be a little bit on the way out.
Yeah.
We went really hard on that one.
We did.
So I'm not sure about the staying power of it. But I hear the note. So anyways, I would love to bless goddamn Big Skelly. And when we have him, everyone's going to know.
Oh, yeah. We wouldn't take him for granted. Not one time.
I would sleep next to him in my bed and have the cats like cuddle up on him.
In his ribcage.
Yes. I have seen someone with a regular, just like 8-foot skeleton, and their cat would sit in its lap. So I'm inspired.
I love that.
Lighting the candle for Big Skelly. Beautiful.
All right.
Now it's time for curses. You've been cursed. Run.
I would like to curse large group dinners at restaurants.
Wow. And you're running with bangers today.
Thank you.
God, what are we talking? What size?
I think
Anything over?
anything over 6 is tough.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Just a large group dinner out at a restaurant, having to split the bill or one person gets it. And like
Someone says, it's their birthday, we got to cover them. And then you're doing extra math.
Or then one person has to leave early and it's like, okay, tell me what I owe you. Or like they left cash for this. It's such a nightmare. I hate it. It's usually not that fun. And as our friend Jess mentioned too, it's like if it's a long dinner, if it's like the whole thing, it's like you're only stuck next to the people that you're sitting next to. You don't get a chance to like socialize with everyone else.
Yeah. The bigger the group, the smaller that the little groups you break down into are.
Yeah.
Because like it's a group of 6, you can do like 3 and 3 kind of
Right.
easily. But yeah, if you're at a table of 12, you're talking to maybe one other person.
Right. And then maybe you get up to go to the bathroom, you come back and talk to someone, but then you feel like you're in the server's way because they're like trying to bring, it's just, I hate it.
Oh, how about when you need someone to pass down something?
Oh God. No, forget it.
Go without.
I guess I'm not getting a dinner roll. I'm not doing it.
I also feel like the stress of getting in there, no one arriving at the same time.
No one that works there is excited for you.
Yeah, I bet, huh?
I'll tell you that much.
Ugh. And then, yeah, what are you doing? Like 5 cards to the person?
Yeah. It's just not the move.
You're not enjoying your meal either, are you?
No. Host a big potluck. If you want to eat all together, I don't know, you guys. I think it's big dinners are over.
I think they're a farce.
Yeah.
No one really wants to be there. Dinner parties are a very specific skill set. And I remember Alexa Chung when she had her little video series on dinner parties. And it really is like even who you invite to that is such a specific, elevated ability.
Yes. Curating the group.
Who you think would want to sit next to each other. But none of that is happening at a big group dinner.
No.
It's actually not even usually assigned seating.
Right.
And then it's that weird free-for-all of who's sitting next to maybe the birthday person or, ooh, Hannah.
Yeah, I'm just going to blow out a candle. I think no one really wants that.
Put a stop to it, Han.
Stop.
Hannah's blowing out the candle to curse big dinners. I would like to curse getting my legs dirty. Well, it's so frustrating. Having your legs be dirty is so awful, especially if you've been like hiking.
Oh God.
And it's like above the socks.
It's like dusty dirt.
Yes. And I remember that discourse a while ago about like, are people washing their legs in the shower? And it's like, yes, I am. Not only washing, we're shaving. Like we're scrubbing up, scrub a dub. But I have the opposite feeling of the cleanly. You know what I mean? I don't feel clean when I get dirty. It's so weird. But like when we're walking around, it feels like clogging. It's just, ugh, I hate it. And it's mixing with sunscreen for me. And it just is a frustrating thing because I feel like you can't quite get clean all the way.
Yeah.
And I also really hate having dirty shoes.
Yeah.
When you come home and they're like dusty dirty with like rocks in them. Ugh. Or like, God forbid, if like something spills on you and it spills on your legs.
Oh God.
Worst place for it to spill.
And it's like sticky.
Yes. In your knee bend.
Ew.
In your crease.
Ew.
Not in your crease.
Not in your crease.
Oh God, my crease.
Oh. Okay. Ew.
Yeah, it's giving. I just got splashed in the street, and there's something about it. It's not for me.
No.
I'm just not a puddle girly. I've done it once or I've been free before, but it's just not right now.
No, me neither. I don't need to do that.
Yeah. I think I like my shoes too much as well to really be in a place where I want any of them to get dirty.
Like, you would never do like one of those like Tough Mudder.
I would rather be capsized in a boat and have to figure that out than do a Tough Mudder run through the mud and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like in your ears and like, and it doesn't come out of your hair. But the worst part, your legs are totally dirty.
Yeah, your legs are fucked.
So anyways, I would like to curse that.
Good.
Keep that feeling far away from me.
Get it out. Goodbye, dirty legs.
I know what you're saying. Just wear jeans. Just wear some jeans.
It's not always that simple.
It's not. Guess what? My legs are probably one of the better parts of my body.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to show them off.
You have to show them off.
And it's hot.
Duh.
All right.
All right. Should we do this deep dive?
Let's do it. And now we will discuss in depth the 3 of Wands. All right, Han, shall we word clouder?
Let's go.
The big picture.
Yearning.
Ooh. Invested.
Optimism.
I have that. Pot committed.
Ooh. Enterprise.
Conviction.
Ooh. Growth.
Long term.
Branching out.
Standing on business.
Mm-hmm. New business opportunities.
Tell me if this makes sense. Puke and rally. I feel like it makes sense. I was getting a little crazy with it.
No, I like it.
Yeah. How about this? Future's so bright, I gotta wear shades.
Mini me.
$1 million. On the more practical side, to hit it with another quote, one does not simply walk into Mordor.
Mm-hmm.
But actually you can. That's the great joke, is that actually they did.
That's the gag.
That's the gag. And that's what gagged Boromir. Can't go back.
Naming desires.
Ooh, I like that. Like sort of like maybe a beginning of manifesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting. Having that Captain Morgan stance, like one leg up, bit knee, big hat on, surveying all that is yours. Any more?
No, I think that's all I got.
Yeah, that does a good little summary of her. Han, will you describe the 3 of Wands card before we talk about the symbolism?
So, symbolism. Okay, so you have a figure facing away from you. He's in a robe with 3 wands next to him, and he's looking out over this vast landscape. The sky is yellow. He looks out on what kind of at first looks like a desert.
Right.
But actually, it's the ocean.
Oh my God.
It's just yellow because of the time of day.
I was going to say, it was like piss water.
Looks like piss water. He's looking out over a sea of piss. And yeah.
I have actually always considered that desert.
Yeah, there's boats in there.
Yeah, there's fully boats.
Yeah.
I kind of thought those were like little like plants poking up.
Mm-hmm.
It's an ocean.
It's the ocean, but it is supposed to.
See, I always thought the ocean was actually the hills and the mountains in the back.
Oh, like they're the waves.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's like what, and that the ocean was far.
Mm-hmm.
I see now.
Yeah.
Wow, it's piss water.
It's just a bunch of piss, you guys.
Okay.
And so, and as far as like the symbolism of that goes, if this is a card about sort of like opportunity, imagination, and like progress, it's like something that maybe looks barren, but it's actually full of opportunity and the blank slate of it all.
Come on in, the water's warm.
Yeah.
Because it's
Piss.
Go piss, girl.
That's what this card is saying.
Wow. Okay. You know, I saw a cute thing about how his cloak is red. And anytime we see, and we've talked about this on some other cards, but anytime you see red, that it can signify passion.
Oh.
And so that
what he does care about, whatever it is that he's looking out, waiting for from these ships coming in. Yes.
Yes. And the ships themselves represent trade, enterprise, business, and communication.
The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa
Maria. Yeah, they all came over here
to rape and pillage.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Thanks, Columbus.
Happy birthday, Columbus. Woohoo! You bastard. Okay. I will say too, this other thing I saw about the clothing while we're on it is that the checkered sash that he is wearing could sort of represent the different viewpoints he's consulted before. That like he's just kind of like, he's thought about the yes, he's thought about the no. It's kind of interesting. And these wands, they're pretty tall. They're taller than him. And they seem very firmly planted in the ground.
Yes. I think too, when we see the wand, when it's taller than the figure, which it is in most cases, but I think it's like a lot about potential.
Love that.
And the potential to grow. And then also his headband.
I was just going to say, is he wearing a crown?
He's wearing a little headband. And that is a callback to the magician.
Cute.
Which is, you know, that manifestation element and, you know, using your mental and spiritual and practical guidance to help you forth on this new journey.
Oh, cool. I read this phrase. I've never thought of it this way, but I do think maybe we'll implement this in the future. But obviously all the 3 cards are, quote, descended from the Empress. And that this in particular reinforces her, the Empress's, desire for abundance. I was like, oh yeah, it makes sense. That is Empress-like. I mean, I know that they're all 3s.
Right.
But I've never really thought of the character on the card being like descended from the Empress.
That's so cool.
I know, isn't that neat?
I love that.
I love these ships too as like impending symbols of success, but they are like tiny.
They're little tiny guys. Also speaking on the fact that it's a 3, the thing that it has in common with the other 3s is that it's about cooperation, community, other people. So if like the 3 of Cups is kind of about joy in other people, 3 of Swords is, you know, maybe pain that's influenced by your relationships with other people. The Pentacles is about like teamwork and building. And this is sort of about, you know, like you said, consulting other opinions.
Yeah.
And looking out, and it's like the ships, we don't know if they're coming for him, if they've left him, or maybe they're not aware of him at all, but using other people to help further your journey.
Hannah, you're giving me a huge light bulb moment here. I mean, yes, all the 3s are about other people that they have to do with other things, even like say the 3 of Swords and your like heartbreak with another person, and obviously 3 of Cups partying around, and then the 3 of Pentacles, some job we're all doing together. But then that means that the 2s, which all come out of the High Priestess, are about you and your solo sort of like 2 of Swords needing to make a decision. The 2 of Wands sort of getting the idea for something. And that is like the individual part.
Right. And also maybe not being okay with yourself.
Yes. Yeah. 2 of Cups, maybe developing a crush on someone, but it's new, right? So it's not quite like about the 2 of you as a pair yet. It's like, it's sort of a spark. You're feeling the connection.
Yeah.
And then what does that leave? Also 2 of Pentacles, right? Which is balancing, but usually like inside.
Yeah.
That it can be all about your inner journey. And this is, as a 3, about an outer journey, obviously expansion and growth, which we keep saying. And then to further the thought that the aces aren't really about people at all.
Yeah.
New inspiration, new thought, new events, new something happening.
Right. Sort of outside of your immediate control.
Kind of like a act of God.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Just never thought of it that way, Han.
Yeah.
Yes, continuing also on how I was saying earlier that like the tarot show, right? Specifically when we look at like the progression of Ace of Wands to 2 of Wands to 3 of Wands, even into 4 of Wands, that the Ace of Wands obviously like a brand new thing, like an idea, an opportunity, whatever, like some sort of like creative force maybe, right? Especially like art, but or the idea for art. And then the 2s being that spark of idea, like taking root within you and it actually like becoming personal. And then the 3 being that like now it's actually like starting to happen. Even if it's not fully there yet, you've taken steps to get there. And then the 4 being that it is sort of that point of completion, like 4 of Wands being like, oh, a relationship that's actually happening or a partnership. But that now it's like real. But I was thinking about it like, yeah, okay, tarot show, like the ace being even just like tarot in our lives, the 2 of Wands being you and I being like, we should maybe start a podcast. And now we are at the 3 of Wands where it's like, well, do we make it like real?
Yeah.
And kind of like take it visual, invest a little bit more, like blah, blah, blah. And then the 4 of Wands would be like you and me actually like on tour, living the dream. Crazy. I did see this other thing too, just to finalize this thought that I really liked. Someone was talking about the difference because I had this. Tell me if you had this too. I would get the 2 of Wands and 3 of Wands confused a lot.
Absolutely.
I kind of knew they were both sort of the same thing, but what is the difference? In the 2 of Wands, to remind some of the viewers, wow, I'm thinking ahead.
Wow.
The listeners, that he's holding the globe and he's sort of on the deck of his castle and has 2 wands instead of 3, right? Looking out, like say like you wanted to surf and 2 of Wands is like you have the poster on your wall and you're like watching like Cruel Summer and or wait, what's the one?
Blue Crush
and Endless Summer.
Yes.
And you are dreaming about it, whereas the 3 of Wands is where you're actually standing on the beach with your surfboard waiting for the wave. You are prepared to go out, so you're not quite surfing yet, but you are ready. Kind of cool.
It's really cool.
I know. And it rings true to me because he looks like he's looking out at the ocean.
Yeah.
I have done that.
I have done that.
Any more on the symbolism there?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
I did like seeing that this card in particular almost always represents the querent, which is interesting. But I think it's because of what you're saying, that the cards are about other people. So it's about your position within something.
Also, I think this is one of the few cards where there's a human figure who is completely turned away.
Yes.
So it's almost like kind of like your POV a little bit.
Cool.
Perhaps.
You step into him.
Yes.
Did you see anything about the astrology of this card?
I think it had to do with cardinal fire, Aries.
Looks right too, with those kind of pissy seas. Getting pissed off. Fire energy is what I saw a lot of. Makes sense with the wands.
It's a wands card.
Yeah, it's a wands.
It's fire.
I looked and saw for yes or no that this is generally considered a pat on the back from the universe. Should we talk about her reversey?
Sure. For reverse, it's it means guidance against maybe being short-sighted,
Delays and roadblocks kind of coming up.
feeling in a rut.
Oh God, yeah. Maybe a caution to not just react, but to like think before you take your next step. Really plan out the long view, or to keep your eye open for maybe another opportunity.
Right. Not mistaking new for better.
Ooh, tell it to the boys in Casa Amor.
Exactly. And I think, not to jump ahead, but in a love reading too, I think that's when that comes up reversed.
Ooh, I think that's a lovely little segue. Should we talk about her in a love reading, or do you have more on her reversed?
No.
Yeah. I guess the only thing I would add is just that sense of being overwhelmed.
Yeah.
That when it's reversed, you really are feeling like the waves are taking over you.
Yes. And like that need for clarity and getting specific about your goals and your wants.
Yeah.
So then you can go get them.
As opposed to just waiting for any old ship to come in. You got to send out your specific little, even though they're tiny, little 3 ships.
Yep.
All right, moving along to a love reading. In love with the lights on. Or the lights on. I think when you pull this in a love reading, it can be a lot about moving to the next phase of the relationship. Feels a little like the getting engaged card, where the 4 is like, you're getting married.
In a long-term relationship, it's about getting clear on what you both want and then making plans for the future.
Yeah. I also love this interpretation of it, that it can be about traveling together.
Oh.
Even an adventure together. Buying a house or whatever.
Yeah. If you're pulling this and you're sort of like looking for love, or about like desires or whatever. It can be about new people, new places.
Yeah.
That I feel like this kind of comes up a lot, but like getting out of your comfort zone in order to meet someone new.
Big time. Also, maybe even can be about, I think, a long distance relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And sort of that feeling of wistfully looking afar towards wherever they are.
Aww.
I did like this too, that if it's in reversed in a love reading, it can be a little about a little holiday fling.
Oh, cute.
Saucy.
That is saucy. For love readings and reversed, if you're pulling this about like a new person, it might be indicative of someone who's got a lot of coals in the fire.
Oh, shit.
They have a lot of options.
Okay, that phone blowing up.
Yep. And so maybe if they're not committing, or if they seem a little loosey-goosey, you're not the only person they're seeing.
The Three of Wands being about like maybe a roster.
Yeah.
Those are the ships you've put out in the night.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting to see who texts you back.
Yep.
Interesting.
Or if this is a person that you want to date, you have to accept that they need a certain level of freedom.
That feels very fire signy too.
Mm-hmm.
That sometimes these are people that got to do things their own way
Mm-hmm.
and like can be spontaneous.
Mm-hmm.
You're in for a ride.
Any more thoughts on love readings, reversed or upright?
No more thoughts. Head empty. Heart full.
Aw.
Can't lose. Clear eyes. Clear eyes. Dirty legs. Okay.
So what now?
I have my little section
Yay.
of pairs. All right. When you pull the Three of Wands with the Eight of Wands, all those wands racing across the card, travel.
Oh.
Make sure your passport's up to date.
You're going to need that.
You're going to need that. Let's see. Oh, this was something new that just to generally be careful when you pull this in a reading with a lot of swords. Oh. Because the swords can almost keep sort of whatever the idea is intangible, that you're kind of like, and the opposite when you pull this with a lot of pentacles, that you're sort of like, okay, making it into a reality.
Oh, interesting.
I know, right?
Okay.
That we love pulling the Three of Wands with the Empress, one of the more fortuitous pairs in the deck. That's a purpose-driven journey that ends in success.
Wow.
It's like dreams coming true. It's like meeting the love of your life.
Oh my God.
But all you have is a spoon when all you needed was a knife.
knife.
No, not that part.
No, but not that part.
It's
The first
perfect. Just the first part where it was perfect.
It's like meeting the man of your dreams.
Yeah, and not meeting his beautiful wife.
No, she doesn't exist. It's you.
And then looking in the mirror and seeing his beautiful wife. Another great pair that you might not expect to be so good, the Three of Wands and the Death card. That we're going through a transformative change, but we are definitely going into a better chapter.
Cool.
Which rings a little true pour moi. Maintenant.
Yeah.
The Three of Wands with the Hermit card. You got to get your practical solutions to get out of the doldrums.
Okay.
Get out of that rut. The Three of Wands with the Hanged Man. It's really about the little steps to get you out of the big rut, right? Like if you are truly like even more stuck, like really like in, I'd say like deep depression or whatever. It's kind of like this idea, I don't know if you've ever heard this, hand, that if you wake up and you have sleep paralysis, that you need to try to move something very, very small, like just lift your pointer finger a little bit, or maybe just move your toe.
Yeah.
Like if you can move a tiny piece, it'll snap you out of it.
Whoa.
Achievable goals, bite-sized chunks, bird by bird. The Three of Wands with the Emperor. It's a lot about self-confidence, but then I also saw someone talking about maybe a macho man that could like be a protector, maybe.
Oh.
That like it's like a domineering thing, but it's like good. It's giving fairy smut book.
Wow.
I know. It's giving rice hand.
Daddy.
Daddy. It's giving book talk.
Okay.
And I very rarely interpret the Emperor well. So I liked that because maybe it'll change my outlook on him, which we are racing towards the Emperor. He's our next one, right?
He'll be our next deep dive.
Okay. He's coming for us.
Yeah, he kind of scares me.
The worst thing you can say about someone.
He's scaring me.
Oh my God, he scares me. Yeah, just saying about it like a man. He scared me. Everyone's like, what did he do to you? But what did he do? As they like get in your face, you're like, oh my God.
Oh my God. Or, but probably more realistically, I think you're overreacting.
It'll be funny to see what zodiac signs are associated with the Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are all my pairs. My sassy pairs. I will say a final note. When I was reading even the modern tarot book, she ends each chapter with like a little spell that maybe goes along with the tarot card. But she was talking about citrine as like a really great crystal for success. And that if you were kind of meditating on the Three of Wands, or even just that feeling of making something real, or waiting, that feeling of waiting for your Amazon package to come, right? That citrine is a great little crystal for that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Love citrine.
Do you have any?
I do.
I thought you did. I think I've heard you say
Yeah,
that.
it's that big chunky yellow guy I got in there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I remember you saying it now.
Yeah.
It's all full circle. Time is a flat circle.
Did you guys like that? Did you guys like that episode?
I did.
I did too.
Even though she's not, like you were saying earlier, Han, before we recorded, she's not exactly a sexy card.
Nah.
Like even the Three of Pentacles, we were able to find some sexiness in her. Three of Wands is like getting her done.
Yeah. She's kind of cool. Like now that we've talked it out,
Yeah, there's things to her.
I like her better now.
For sure. But I get the same feeling with her that I always get when someone sits down and asks for a career reading. Even though that is the dominant focus of my life right now, I still am bored by it in comparison to love readings.
Yeah.
I just always will be.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys, I'm glad you did like that. I heard them. When you asked that question, I heard them go, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all out loud, instead of saying no or yes, they said out loud in their cars. Yeah. Well, you guys, we're with you.
From the womb
To the tomb.
Bye.
She waves off of Piss Rock over Piss Beach into Piss Ocean.
Pismo Beach.
Pismo Beach.
Pismo, bitch. Just kidding. Don't.
Go Pismo, girl.
Pismo, girl.